Hello, everybody.
It's your old pal Brian. It's Sunday the 21st, and yes, I'm feeling
Throttle active.
significantly better. I had developed a disease process about 20 years ago called adult onset diabetes, and I'd say there's about 38 million Americans that know they have diabetes or have diabetes, and I seldom talk about it. It's an autoimmune disease. Let's see if we can do the quick deal, the quick and dirty. Your pancreas supplies a hormone that helps you manage your blood sugar. If you get too much blood sugar, it starts to destroy capillaries and veins and destroys your eyes and kidneys and things that are very vascular. So that's ungood. So how does this work on me?
9 minutes.
I didn't take it quite as serious as I should have the first 3 years, and then I modified my diet and intake of food, and things got a whole lot better. Managed my weight, and yeah, it's a silent killer. So that's type 2, or that's diabetes, and that's kind of how that works. Type 1, the pancreas, which secretes the hormone insulin, helps you manage your sugar. The pancreas is either killed or mostly dead. So those patients know that they're not doing well and they have to take insulin to manage their blood sugar. Type 2, there are no symptoms, so then going to the doctor's office and them telling you that your average blood sugar is rising over time and that you're going to be a
8 minutes.
a type 2 diabetic eventually, and that's what happens. Almost no symptoms. That's why they call it the silent killer. Heart disease kills more people here in the U.S. than hundreds of thousands a year, and that contributes to heart disease. So, type 2, your pancreas is still working, but we don't know why. We have no idea why. Each and every individual cell in your body ignores your own insulin. So the first decade, let's say, you take a pill medicine that helps manage it, and then eventually that stops, and then you got to do something else. Usually it's insulin. We have this amazing class of drugs out that are
7 minutes.
2 brand names come to mind, Ozempic and Mounjaro. Well, I take Mounjaro, which is a once a week shot, and it works brilliantly. However, there are side effects. For some unknown reason, out of nowhere, I end up with what they call I call Mounjaro malaise, a general. Just think, just before you start getting sick with the flu, well, that's what happens. And that happens indiscriminately and with varying degrees of severity. You know, I just never know when it's going to hit, but I know one thing for sure. After I take that shot on Monday, I have even odds of whether I'm going to, or not even odds, but I have a chance of getting it. It lasts for a day or two. And as I've described to my pal Dale, as I have more years behind me than I do ahead of me.
6 minutes.
I get annoyed when I get ripped off of, one day a week, several days a month by this disease process. So, do people have it worse? Absolutely. Is this my personal and private misery? Yeah, pretty much. But the payoffs are so much greater than the inconveniences of general malaise. But it does take me out of the game. Absolutely. It's terrible. What's going on? Shared with y'all that kids are coming in a couple of days. We're jazzed about that. They will bring their dogs, and my house will be nothing but a giant dog party for 2 days, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Um, just buttoning up stuff. Wife is impossible to shop for. I mean, impossible. And if you want to surprise her, it just ain't gonna happen.
5 minutes.
So I had to issue the edict this morning that she's not allowed to look at anything from Amazon, and I don't want her to find that her new laptop that's coming in gets spoiled. So I bought her a laptop this morning. I use her as a giant lab rep. I tested out, oh, by the way, these two 4x4s would hold sunshades up if I were here long enough. I tested her out on Chrome, and she fairly well hated it the entire time for the last 5 or 6 years. That Chromebook is getting so old that it's just not going to do. Anyway, so what we're doing now is going back to the PC, and today's PC du jour is going to be
4 minutes.
it's going to be Hewlett Packard with a 1 terabyte hard drive. Man, if you screw around and order a laptop with a small hard drive, the operating system takes up most of it. So, you know, I made that mistake on my last PC. Got a way too small hard drive storage. So what I've done to compensate for that is get a big old giant 1 terabyte, and I guarantee it'll probably be 1/3 of it's going to be operating system. You know, Microsoft and the rest of them just get bloaty over time.
Throttle hold.
There you go. So that's what's doing with me. All is well. Yes, I'm actually, believe it or not, in the best shape of my life. I weigh as little as I've ever weighed as an adult, and man, my blood chemistry is in. But just on the occasion, I end up with the man flu. Shout outs to the rowdies: Cynthia, Gretchen, Con, save the best for last, Josh, Cassie, Gail, AMRC. It's not you, it's the plane. Put that thing on another radio and you'll do just fine. George, I'm pleased to see you're still doing well out there in the tube deep. Scott, who used to be from San Diego. Who else? McMoyer, Sand Crab, of course, and all the list of other maniacs that I might have missed. Trip. An addendum? Why not? It's so nice to feel good again. I don't know if this is going to work or not because it's a battery that I already had plugged into the, well, maybe not. That answers my question. Oh no, there we go. This is the spare C138 Bell 206 that I have. What else? I just got through flying my
Binding.
geographic area. I wanted to get up before the local airplanes did.
Throttle active. Binding.
Because if you can not be in the air when they are, that's a good thing. Let's see how long this is going to work. What? Oh, so I flew a beautiful piece of property that unfortunately they're putting in a big old neighborhood in. And keep in mind, you understand that they had to clear the land to build my house. So, you know, it's that whole thing where people get a little egocentric about folks building and moving in. But the reality is that, so, but you'll get to see that. I might have done it in high resolution. It looks like the file's big and I didn't change it back on my settings. What else? I have a little one of these coming Christmas Eve. Like I need another helicopter. I do love these things. I got started out in them years and years ago, 15, 18 years ago, and you know, started out with the horrible little coaxial, the two-bladed ones like the Soviets used, and then ended up moving over to collective pitch with the Hobby King 450s. They were a fraction of the price of the T-Rex. And it allowed me to crash and learn because I taught myself. I didn't use just terrible, they don't work. I was so happy to have learned how to use that. But pod and boom, I never really cared for it. I just did it because I wanted a helicopter to do what I'm doing right now. I don't have to go out to a flying club, just walk out my front yard and fly. And then I found that was wildly unhealthy and eventually joined a helicopter flying club. And then eventually got not bored, but it was wallet muscle. Man, it's expensive to crash those CP helicopters. I mean, expensive. So what I ended up doing was trying to figure out what bird is at the top of that tree that might have a completely white breast. He flies away, I can tell. It's so weird. Yep. Oh, Lordy. I'll hit myself with a helicopter. So, what? So when we come to these scale ones, which I've always preferred, oh man, you know, 15 years later, because these are neat. I like the way they look. I like scale flying, tic-tocs and whoop-de-doos and ho-de-hos with the other helicopters are never my bag. Okay, cool. So I'm going to set down here, and I think I have another, gosh, I don't know if that's an indigenous critter up there or not. I wish he'd fly away so I could see him. Landing. I brought another battery.
Throttle home.
He's probably up there wondering what the heck I'm doing. I say I brought another battery. Well, maybe not. Might have set it down. Okay. But, what is that? Huh. Yeah, that's how I end up with regular, these beautiful little scale helicopters. Do I have another battery? Yeah, I do. Man, this place stinks. It smells like fish. You know, I live near a monstrous lake, and routinely the water raptors will drop fish in my yard. Yeah, there, what is he? Huh.
Throttle active. Binding.
I don't know if I got this thing. Oh, yeah, I do. Don't know anything about this battery other than I seem to have had it charged. So anyhow, yeah, that's my deal about these little helicopters. Just amazing. I'll give up any performance just for the scale look, you know what I'm saying? Of course, now they got the ones that George has that doesn't have any nanny on it. It's a sketch. I'm getting old. I need nanny. Although I'm not nearly as old as George. Ah, love you, buddy. And by not nearly, I mean, holy crap, dude's old. What else? Yeah, you're going to a Christmas party tonight at my in-laws. They're always nice, but my kid won't be there, although my daughter-in-law will. And that'll give us the opportunity to kind of back out a bit early anyway. You know, I thoroughly enjoy my time with them folks, but
6 minutes.
I'm becoming what I consider to be an actual fuddy-duddy. There we go, we better go take this in. I crashed another one over here the other day. It was acting wonky. See if I can get through here without doing it. Foreshadowing. There we go.
Throttle home.
Alright, that's my addendum. I might fly something else, I don't know. You may have to listen to me further if I can come up with some Balderdash. But if not, see ya. You know, all the ERARC helicopters, at least the ones we have locally, are such that they can be flown on the same profile. So I haven't developed my own profile, or this one's own profile yet. This is a little MD500. It's got a hollow sound. Something got shook up after its last crash. Only crash. That thing is just so neat. So yeah, what I do is on my big drone, my prosumer Mavic Pro Platinum, is I kind of have an internal clock. After about a month or so, you know, each time you charge the batteries and discharge them, you're killing them, but also letting them sit's killing them. So why not charge and discharge them? So about every 4 or 6 weeks I get out and fly that thing, and had a good mission for it today because of its here. I think it's the tail rotor. I wonder if I have another one. It's probably the motor. You know, the thing spins it so fast, and it spins so fast, and it hit it. Probably. I forget this thing has stabilization. Sort of. Just beautiful. Yeah, I say, truth is, I probably ended up bending the shaft of the little motor, or the
5 minutes.
tail blade. Because it ain't happy. So what am I going to do today? I'm going to finish. I watch, if you have the occasion and you want to do something really cool, and you like turning wrenches but you don't have any wrenches to turn, or Mustie 1, M-U-S-T-I-E, the numeral 1 together. He's working on a John Deere tractor today, and I cannot tell you how much I love this guy. Watch him for a decade. The rig, if you're asking, what's going on with it? Well, I have, it's the tail making noise. But it's a hollow sound, and I can't figure out why.
4 minutes.
Anywho, the rig, the welding job that needed to get done up underneath, it's done, if I haven't already mentioned that. Both the forward hangers have been repaired. Tomorrow morning I get up bright and early, and I get a couple of new tires put on rims, put that thing back together, and it can effectively go. I think I have discussed that the main awning, let me show you where that's at. It's about 20 feet long or so. It's wrapped up in that big tube you might see in the distance. Oh man, that sun is killer. I get a little bit of a snapshot that way. I don't know. The main awning is being replaced, and this awning here over this slide out, you might even be able to see where it's torn.
3 minutes.
It's getting replaced, and that'll happen after the first of the year. They've ordered the parts, and I've got the arrangements made, and all I gotta do is get her done. Yeah, I did something to that little tail rotor, but it's not too bad. Just a change in tone. Well, AMRC, you're going to get a long piffle out of this one, buddy. along Balderdash. So if I was disciplined, what I'd do is go ahead and put this on another profile and give it the little picture. But that's going to be down the road a piece probably. We, understand this. We get home just before Thanksgiving, and we open the house back up and get everything going, and then we go party for 2 weeks with our friends because we're away so long. So that puts us at Thanksgiving. Now you're heading towards Christmas, and you go home and you're putting the house back together, and you're going to 47 doctor appointments, a dentist, literally dentist. You're going to vet appointments, and just on and on and on. So what you end up doing is being exceedingly busy while you're trying to put your universe back together, and getting stuff fixed that's busted on the road, cleaning out the rig. I just have a voluminous do list, and I love having do lists. I secretly love them even when I was working, but now you got a job you gotta do, right? So you love it. But
1 minute.
Yeah, this thing does about 6 minutes. But what's happening is I'm scooting right along. Getting the Mount Gero malaise or not, I'm scooting right along and getting stuff done. I'm all happy. Yeah, about 6 minutes. Landing.
Throttle home.
So I hit the ground running tomorrow, getting some tires done, picking stuff up before Christmas, so we don't have to dick around and run around after Christmas. I've got a pool leak and I don't know where it's at. I'll have an idea in the coming days, but I'm not exactly certain where the dang thing is at. I have to hire a guy if I can't figure it out. But a beautiful Sunday. Holy crap, here in Florida. For the next 10 days, the highs are in the 70s, no rain expected. Life is good. We're doing great, notwithstanding the occasional byproduct of a drug that's saving my life. There again, I hope all is well in your collective worlds, and man, oh man, life is good. It really is. See ya.